The best SBowler Smash player in the world does bring a Druid in his army. Today we're going to see some of his Legends League attacks and figure out what is the best SBowler army composition. Starting off with a ring base, so we're using the Warden Walk, and obviously with the Warden Walk, we want to set a great funnel for our SBowlers. Now, we're going to use the Flame Flinger here. He makes a mistake immediately. Unfortunately, we do have to invest the freeze spell there, but in terms of Siege Machines, if there's a Flame Flinger value next to your Warden Walk or elsewhere on the base, then come in with the Flame Flinger, because you do have the Yeti, as you can see Qureshi use here. You do have the Yeti to tank for any Mortars or Expos in the area, but if there's not Flame Flinger value, then feel free to use the Siege Barracks. Those are the only two Siege machines you need in this army. Then on the top side, we use a Baby Dragon and a couple of Loons to set a funnel. So plenty of funnel troops in this army, Yeti and Baby Dragon. But if you set a good funnel for your SBowler Smash, you will definitely benefit from it. So the Flame Flinger and the Warden Walk is done. Now we come in with the main Smash army. These Ice Golems are going to tank the Monolith perfectly. Look at this. First one freezes, and then the second one gets sprung, which is fine. We don't mind that getting sprung. We'd much rather that get sprung than the Druid. Now, I'm going to quickly go to half speed, because I want you to see the work this Druid can put in. So we're going straight into a Rage Tower here, and normally that is danger signs for these SBowlers. So have a look here. The Titan gets kind of wrecked, and look at the damage on our SBowlers, but they're all getting healed back up. Now, it's not just the Druid. Obviously, there's 4 healers in this army comp as well, but look at how quickly the Druids heal the SBowler Smash up. Now, in my opinion, SBowler Smash is all about how long you can hang on to your Warden ability. If you can hang on to your Warden ability quite late, then you're going to triple the base. And 5 healers, they do a lot of healing, but they don't do anywhere near as much as 1 Druid. Essentially, 1 Druid does the healing of 2 healers, so think of it that way. Now we get the Bear, and obviously the Bear isn't insane. It's not the best part of this army, but it is tanking for our SBowlers right here. You can see the healers are still alive in the core of the base. The King did a great job on the top side, by the way. Didn't even talk about him, but just using the King to funnel. And look at this. We're going to push out of the back end of the base. The Bear is still up, still tanking for our SBowlers. Not tanking the Eagle, though. And yeah, this base is pretty wrecked at this point. We do have Valks coming out of the Flame Flinger, so he does bring 6 Valks in his CC. I'll show you it in a second here. So we clean up this base. It got completely and utterly wrecked. There is the CC comp, so that's why we're not bringing the Blimp. You don't really need to send a Valk Blimp. Much better to come in with either the Flame Flinger or the Siege Barracks. Let's talk about the Warden Walk now, because we've got the Life Gem with this army. Now, why is the Life Gem good? Well, by bringing the Life Gem, you don't have to bring the Apprentice Warden, because if you bring the Apprentice Warden in this army, what are you dropping for the 20 space? You probably have to drop the Ice Golem and a Balloon, which isn't the end of the world, but you saw in the last attack, this second Ice Golem was worth it, and the Balloons definitely were to set the funnel. Another good thing about the Life Gem is the extra DPS. So this Warden Walk is going to be quite quick, but if you did this with the Healing Tome, it would be far slower, particularly if there's Builder Huts in the way. You can do some seriously slow Warden Walks, and you probably will have to use a Rage spell far more often with the Healing Tome. Now, obviously, the Rage Gem is nice for the Warden Walks, but then when you get into the core of the base, you don't have the extra hit points, so you do have to bring the Apprentice Warden, and you don't need the Rages as much, because with the Rage Gem, you're not going to use a Rage on your Warden Walk as much, and you've got 4 Rages for your push anyway. And keep in mind, a Rage Gem and the Rage spell doesn't stack. So I just feel like the Life Gem is the perfect, it's the best of all fits here. Now, we'll try and focus on the Druid. You can see the Druid is healing this SBowler that you see on the left-hand side, and it's doing a good job of it. I believe the healers are on it as well. But look, we've gone straight into a Rage Tower here, and we haven't even popped the Warden ability yet. Kind of insane to think about. Any second now, yep, we popped the Warden ability there, and now because we're able to hang on to the Warden ability later, look what damage is being negated. The Town Hall and the Monolith did 0 damage in this attack. And I mean, the base is wrecked from here. Even though there's a back-end Rage Tower, we've got the King tanking, we've got the Bear tanking as well. The Siege Barracks and the Royal Champion had a field day and completely and utterly crushed. Now, if you do want to use the Healing Tome with SBowler Smash, I can understand why. Just do not do big Warden Walks, otherwise you will time fail. Now, generally with SBowler Smash, you do start off with a Waterwalk. It's just the most controlled way to start the attack. But in quite a few of the replays Qureshi shared with me, he does start with a Queen Charge. So I decided to show at least one replay of it, just so you all got an idea of how to make it work. And I picked this replay deliberately because I think starting with a Queen Charge counters these double invis bases really well. So Queen Charge started off there. We froze the Invis Tower the first time because we don't want it to go off yet. We did want to get the scatter down, but then we deliberately let the Invis Tower go off here. And have a look. We now have a natural funnel. The Invis Tower going off is going to help us because now our troops are not going to go back there. Also, we've now activated the the Invis Tower there. So that's a really nice start to the attack. It does look a little bit crazy, and it is a little bit, but a really nice start. We have the siege barracks on the top side and the king's gonna funnel in. Now, I'm going to pause it here. In fact, I'm going to go to half speed yet again. Sorry about that. But look at this entry. So the Warden's really low. The Queen's really low. Our Ice Golem's low as well. But the Titan just got targeted by the Eagle. A lot of our troops have taken a bit of damage. And I want you to watch the work that the Druid puts in here. Because whilst the healers are really strong, the healers can only shoot at one tile, right? Or one area. Whereas the Druid, it can bounce around. So you can see it bouncing from all the bowlers back to the Warden. The Warden's getting healed up from the Druid here. It's kind of funny to watch it in slow motion. And look, everything's getting healed up. Now we're onto the Queen. Now the Druid steps inside the range of the Rage spell. And look at the work it's putting in. The healers are putting in work as well. Let's not give them too much... well, let's not insult them. But the Druid is doing far more than all the healers. And look, we're able to get to the very core of the base before we pop our Warden ability. Generally, if I was doing that entry, I would be scared that we'd have to pop the Warden super early because a lot of our troops have taken damage super quickly. By the way, you can see on the top side, the Valks are doing as good as they can versus the maxed out walls and the Invis Tower there, but the hero of this attack is that Druid. All the Super Bowlers are alive. That's crazy to think about after how bad that started, and I think all three attacks I showed you today showcase that, well, firstly, you only need 4 healers for your Warden Walk or your Queen Charge at the start. And secondly, one Druid makes a world of difference. Even though you only have it for, 30 seconds, still makes a world of difference. Even the Bear can be nice for tanking for the Super Bowlers. But I've got one more replay for you all. It's not from Qureshi though, it's from someone else. I don't know why I put so much mystery around that. This is me, and I'm showing you the best way if you want to remove healers entirely from your SBowler Smash army, the best way to do it. Now, because we don't have healers, we can't really start with a Warden Walk or a Queen Charge because the Druids are just not going to last enough. They're going to shapeshift too quickly. So starting off with a Yeti Bomb, you always want to use a Yeti Bomb with this attack strategy, and you're going to use that to not only set the funnel, but I also use it to pull the CC and get rid of the defensive monolith here. So the Blimp definitely did get value. Now on this attack, there is no real funnel to set on the outside of the base. Otherwise, you would send your king on the outside generally to help set a funnel. But in this attack, I am going to help him send in because, yeah, it's not really hard to set a funnel here. Going to use the one Yeti to do that. Then we come in with the Wall Breaker. Obviously, I want to delay my Druids as much as possible. And yes, we are coming in with the Rage Gem. Rage Gem, not good for Super Bowlers at all, but pretty good with the Druid. So we're going to start with 3 Druids here. We've got our whole Smash army coming in, and look at these Druids put in work. I mean, none of my troops have they've taken plenty of damage, but all of them are basically full health here, except for the King. Super Bowler's doing amazing. I want you to see how long I'm able to hang on to my Warden ability here. So we put in another Druid. We're just going to add them bit by bit. I believe I put down another one in a second, and look at this. The Super Bowlers are still alive and kicking, and I'm going to pop my Warden ability right now because we got that one Super Bowler in the core that is taking a fair bit of damage. I've only got 1 Druid on my main push at this point. You can see the other 2 are coming in from the top side, but the Bears are doing a great job in the core of the base of tanking. Now, is this attack strategy, because as you can all tell, this is kind of wrecked. I've got so many spells left. Is this attack strategy better than the one Qureshi's coming in with? Probably not. Probably not, just because the Siege Barracks and the Flame Flinger is stronger than the Blimp, right? You're kind of forced to use the Blimp with this attack strategy, and that is a problem. But I figured I'd show you guys another version of Super Bowler Smash where you don't need to bring, well, you need to bring a couple of Coco Loons for your Blimp, but you don't need to bring healers or balloons for your main push here. The Druids just do so much healing, and they're definitely worth having. Look at this. I nearly swagged the King, Queen, and RC ability. Unfortunately, the RC goes off on the top side. I probably could have used the freeze spell to help her out. But yeah, this base got completely wrecked with the Super Bowler Smash with only Druids. So I'll show you the army comp here. 6 Druids. The CC was just a normal Yeti bomb. But yeah, 6 Druids. And in case you're wondering about the hero equipment, I'm pretty sure it is the same. Mine will just be a little bit lower. Where's the Queen? There's the Queen. Warden is somewhere. I am blind. There's the Warden. And there's the Royal Champion. But let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of Super Bowler Smash? Do you prefer this army with more Druids, or do you like what Qureshi was using earlier? If you'd like to see more attacks from Qureshi, we have some from him from the May season. He won't be using the Druid, but he's still going to be using the standard Super Bowler Smash attack strategy, and he is the best in the world at it.